Hey Wastelanders. So I got the Plexus here, and thanks to said Stevie, I watched his video with the Plexus, and he put some Skiff bearings in this knife, and I kind of wanted to put Skiff bearings in my knife too, my version of the Plexus. So I'm going to try to attempt to take this knife apart on video and not edit out any of the footage. I'll probably have to edit out if it's going to take a long time. By the way, I didn't show you guys the stickers I got when I unboxed this knife. I almost accidentally threw away the 3 stickers. Anyway, let's get on with the knife disassembly. So this is the Plexus, and if you didn't see it in my unboxing, you can see it now. This Plexus is going to show up in a couple videos from here on out. This is in a running for my Knife of the Year, but my Knife of the Year video is going to be quite a few different categories, because obviously I can't give this a Knife of the Year because it's a $400 knife. That just wouldn't be right. So I'll probably give it, I don't know if it'll be a Knife of the Year, but I think it needs to be mentioned, maybe in a higher price range knife. Or all right, maybe I'll take these 6s out first. I believe there's 6s. They look like them. Oh, yeah, it's coming out. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, this is a 6, and this is weird. This back one's an 8, I believe. Yeah. Kind of weird. Let me turn the camera off because this screw is fighting. Okay, I'm back, guys. I went ahead and removed this screw, but this is a number 8 in the back, and I had to heat it up to get it out. So I didn't remove it all the way. I just wanted you to see me removing it, but it was like majorly in there. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to see a color of what they used, what Loctite he used, but luckily it came off with heat. I was afraid to heat it with this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like white Loctite, but I don't know what white means, but luckily it came out. Let's see. Let's open up this knife and let me get my little pry tool out and see if I can get it apart. Fairly easy. Okay, guys, I'm getting it. This is a bitch to get apart. So looks like I was able to retain the steel liners, washers on both sides, but I had to pry the blade out. I had to knock the pivot out first, and I had to loosen up the front enough that I can take the blade out without getting cut trying to open up the back, so you can see how the blade is. This is a number 101, and on the other side, as far as branding, it's got the M390 on there, and that's it. That's it for the blade. There's nothing else on this. Really cool looking blade. And you can see how the titanium is. This very hard to get this apart. Tight tolerances, I guess. This is the pin that holds it together in the back on one side. On the other side there's 2 screws. On the one side there's 1 screw, and both of these screws are 6s, and this is an 8. So, and this screw's very hard to get out. Let me try to get it out still. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. It's kind of white or brownish color. I don't know what it is. It's like a brownish white. It was a bitch. All right. So the bearings, just ordinary bearings, kind of I don't know, simple bearings that you see any. I mean, it's ceramic bearings, but I'm gonna put some supposedly good bearings in there. You can, if you guys got a Plexus, you can see what all the specifications that I'm going to put in there. So if you pause the screen, so these are some major heavy set that it just looks like quality bearings. So all right, there's no oil on this to clean up, so I don't have to break out the alcohol. So I'm going to use some KPL, just some regular KPL, and I'm just going to add a little bit of it. Seems like it fits, and then I'm going to do the other side. And I'm probably going to add a little bit. Yeah, it's clean. I don't even think there was any oil on it, which is good that it opened so well. All right, it's not too much oil. All right, so this is the presentation side. Oh, there's the pivot. Let's just make sure it fits. All right, I think this is a D shape, so I just need to look at where the D shape is. It's on the bottom. It's on the back. Okay. So, and Oh, I thought the pin fell out, but it was indeed stuck in the other side. So it didn't even fall out. And let's put the bearings in there. And then, okay guys, you may see some edits because this was a bitch to get back together. There's a D-shaped pivot and it points exactly down, but with the lock bar, it's kind of, you have to apply a lot of pressure, on at least on my version of this knife, a lot of pressure to hold these two things together and get into engage in the D shape. It maybe took me 10 minutes to get this knife back together, and then I didn't even tape on top of what I taped. So I haven't screwed all the screws in. I only screwed the pivot in and the back 8, but I haven't screwed the 7 or 6s in. So, but it's mostly back together. And once I got it, the pivot in, the knife became perfectly centered again. So I don't know if I'll see any improvements. I flipped it a lot, and it's pretty much a good flipper. You can maybe see the bearings better because they're a little bit thicker, but they don't affect the tolerance of the knife. The knife is seated the same, but I think I couldn't see the bearings as well. I couldn't see the bearings as well as I can see them now. So let's see if it flips. Pretty much locks up the same. Drops the same. Man, I think it did improve it, but I don't think it dropped as well before this. And again, it didn't have any oil in it, so I still haven't got the hang of it getting it off the detent. Sometimes I can't get it off the detent. It's not sticking or anything. It's just when you press it, you have to like engage this blue part all the way before it releases. So that blue part, this what do you call it? I don't know. I don't know what they call it, because these pieces are separately installed, and they install from the inside in the screws, and it kind of acts like a over travel stop, but it isn't, because I don't know, kind of looks and kind of acts like an over travel stop, but sure enough, this bearings, I think this was a good value. It was a good purchase. I also have oil all over my fingers fucking with this knife, so this is a really nifty knife. I like it. I like everything about it. I'm glad I got the version that I got. This was the last version that you could get, and I wanted it irregardless, but I think I made a good decision. I kind of like this gray. This blue, I probably could dye these pieces another color, or not dye, anodize. But I'm glad I got the gray stonewash and the stonewash blade. Yeah. I don't know if I can show you guys. I like how it fits in here. I like how the cutout is just mates up with the blade mates up with these two pieces. Yeah, I love everything about this knife. Yeah, it's guillotine-ish now. Yeah. So it didn't do that before. It didn't just close. This is nice. All right, guys. Sorry for the long video. Hopefully you found it somewhat enjoyable. At least I get to show the knife off a little bit. It's a beauty. Yeah, I seem to can't spidey flick this. I tried and tried. I can't get my meaty fingers in enough to, I can't get enough of finger in there to spidey flick it. And I can't, I don't think I could front flip it. I've tried. Yeah. But I watched the video of his, and he said it was meant to just be a flipper, a regular flipper tab. So, but some people could spidey flick it using the hole and using the tip of the top of this, open it with a front flipper. But I can't do it. So there's not much of a tab either. So, oh, I pushed it. I just literally just pushed it out. It has a great detent, you know, but I think you can accidentally disengage it sometimes. And I'm not push buttoning it. I'm just flicking it regular. So as far as I'm concerned, if it had a super weak detent, I couldn't flip it regular. I would have to like push button it with a weak detent. But I'm not push buttoning it. But as I said, you can sometimes fuck around and accidentally disengage it, and it will just fall out. I don't know how it does it, but I've been able to replicate it occasionally. I mean, because it has a strong detent. I don't know what I did. Maybe when I fucked it up. I don't know how I did it. But it's a great flipper. Don't let anybody tell you it's not a great flipper. At least my version has a strong detent. Not a extremely strong, but strong enough I can't even get it out of this handle by trying to spidey flick it. So at least with my version. Unless, like I said, I'm not push buttoning it. I'm just regularly flipping it, pull flipping it. So I like it. All right, guys. Sorry for the long video. I don't expect you to watch it. It's very long. Take care, Wastelanders.